This is the weather sensor for the lawn sprinkler system. That's not what this video is about. This is about the condensing units, and this kind of goes with the condensing units. We're over here on the north side of the house. That's where the condensing units are, behind the fence. And if you look up here, then we'll notice that we've got some stucco walls that do not have a weep screed installed beneath them. We have a window up here on the north side, and see the little piping that's coming out through the soffit right there? Okay, well, that's your secondary emergency drain line for the HVAC condensing evaporator coil. It's on the cooling side. Those are supposed to discharge in an obvious location. That is not an obvious location. It should have been moved over in front of one of these two windows. Take your pick. That way, if you look out the window and you see the water coming down, you know that you got a problem. You can hire a technician to come out, call the technician, come on out and service your HVAC system. As it is now, that could leak going undetected, and then that could be a potential larger problem because pipes do clog up. That's why you had the secondary emergency drain line. These are the condensing units. Okay, these are the electric service disconnects on the backs of the units. They're laced up pretty good. It looks pretty nice. Okay, these should have been sealed, like the electric service panel, the electric service disconnect, and the electric meter. These boxes should have been sealed on the tops and the sides to help prevent moisture from going back down into the system. Okay, this is the number one system. It's properly fused. Okay, it's a little 1.5 ton system. This is the other system. Okay, it's properly fused, and it is a 5-ton system. So what do we have here? Well, there's 410. You know, they're pretty energy efficient. The coils are relatively clean. They're relatively clean. I can see a little bit of dirt right in here. It's difficult. You can see some leaves in there. So they're relatively dirty too. And it's always on the back side. Relatively clean and relatively dirty. When these units were installed 5 years ago, these units are 5 years old. When they were installed, they used our refrigerant R410A. That's the good stuff. And so they're probably SEER 14 or higher. And that's a good thing. All these are good things. But when these units were installed, and this is both of the units, when these units were installed, okay, this is the wrong kind of foam. See the way that foam's cracking and breaking and peeling away? See that cloth tape, Hillbilly Home Inspections? See the cloth tape on there? Okay, well that was not acceptable 5 years ago. It was not acceptable since 2015. These were installed 2017. See these valve caps, these caps right there for the refrigerant service line port, Schrader valve caps. Look that up in the dictionary. But the refrigerant line service valve port caps, those should be anti-theft Schrader valve caps. And they're not. Again, the wrong kind of foam and the wrong kind of valve caps. So what do we learn? We learned that it's pretty good systems. Oh, might have learned a little more. You still here? That's kind of faded out. Tell me something. 14.5. So 14 and a half. And depending on the interior equipment, it might be more. But we know it's 14 and a half SEER. So what did we learn? We learned that our disconnect boxes should have been sealed. We learned that our coils could stand a little cleaning. We learned that we used the wrong kind of foam on the refrigerant line ports, and we used the wrong kind of caps on our refrigerant line service valves.